The fix is in. The Sports Fix.
Portions of the Sports Fix brought to you by GV Art and Design.
Sports
it's not
Fix.
just a shirt, it's a statement. GV Portions of the Sports Fix brought to you by
Sports Fix listeners, don't wait all day or all week to get in on the fun. The party doesn't stop when we go off the air all week long. The Sports Fix social media sites are your one-stop shop for all things Cleveland sports. Jump over to Facebook.com/TheSportsFix, Facebook.com/TheSportsFix, and become a fan today because we love fans and they create some of the best sports talk in town, Daddy. You'll enjoy talking to your fellow Cleveland sports fans on the Sports Fix fan page. And if Twitter's your thing, well, you know how we do it. Tweet with us at the Sports Fix CLE. It's that simple.
Twitter.com/TheSportsFixCLE, baby.
Chat live with the crew during all your favorite Cleveland sports events, tickets and contests and trivia and so much more. Get with us today, the Sports Fix on social media, Facebook.com/TheSportsFix. Tweet with us at the Sports Fix CLE. Join the Sports Fix on Facebook and Twitter today.
Hey Cleveland, this is Anderson Varejão of the Cleveland Cavaliers. You are listening to the Sports Fix.
Live in Ohio, it's time to get your fix. The Sports Fix.
Let's do this. Welcome in, everybody, to the Sports Fix. A big episode. I mean, we got a lot going on guest-wise today. Today, in general, is a big, interesting day. And I know that's a cryptic, teasing way to start things out. But as soon as the show's over today, actually, I mean, I'll just throw this out here to begin with. I got an interesting meeting scheduled for this afternoon, and it should be something. Well, you know what? We'll see what happens with it, but it could be a very good thing for. It won't really change a lot of things on your end, but it could definitely expand the Sports Fix universe here. I'm pretty excited about it. So directly after today's show, heading out to that meeting, a whole lot in show scheduled today. Thursdays, let me tell you guys, the way the fall and winter schedule has fallen with the Sports Fix, Thursdays have become just an absolute rapid fire show. We have the windows are lined up, boom, 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 and we've got to hit them down the line. No phone calls, and pretty much I think this is going to be a standard Thursday thing. No phone calls until the second hour of the show, until the opportunity to open up the phone lines, because we've got in order 10 minutes from now, kicking things off, the BSK Kendall Lewis. He'll be here for his weekly spot. We're going to talk Browns and NFL with him tonight. NFL season kickoff. Kendall's going to give us his Browns prediction for the season, his NFL picks, who's he got going to the Super Bowl, all of that. Can't wait to talk to him as tonight football kicks off. Mike Brandenberry from DidTheTribeWinLastNight.com. Answer to that question, yes. Yes, indeed, they did. Bounced back in a big way. I'm going to talk about that briefly in this first segment, and then when Mike joins us, we're going to plow into that team of destiny, baby, as the Cleveland Indians roll on. Really much needed bounce back, and man, just every pitch there at the end, watching Salazar bring it home, you're just like, come on, finish this thing off. And he did, and they did, and a good bounce back for the Indians. Can't wait to talk to Mike about all of that. Fantasy football, when real football starts, you know fantasy football is only a step behind. Tonight, it starts as well with the first game of the season. BJ Rudell, author of Fantasy Football for Winners, he's going to be here with us today. Looking back for those of you, the 14 members of the Sports Fix Fantasy League, he took a look at our draft. He's going to make a few comments about his thoughts on how the draft went down, but then he's going to get down to the business of the business, baby, telling you who to sit, who to start, who's the sleepers for this first week, because, hey, you know it's a long season. But that win in week one could go in your back pocket come the end of the line. So never too early to start trying to squeeze an extra win or two out of that roster. BJ Rudell, Fantasy Football for Winners, coming up in hour two. All of that. We're going to talk a little bit about Kyrie Irving. We're going to preview the Seattle and Green Bay game tonight. Indians and Scherzer, and a lot of that to get into, baby. So let's do it. Welcome into the Sports Fix. I am your host, the Big Daddy on the microphone, the coordinator and conductor of all of this fun and and madness that we do each and every weekday at noon live right here across the Sports Fix Radio Network on TuneIn and TuneIn's radio application on Spreaker and Mixler, live across all of those platforms and their digital apps, and live on the sportsfix.net, our home base for everything you need. One-stop shop, as I like to call it, for the Sports Fix. It's got the live feed coming right off the screen. It's got the replays. It's got the archived stuff. It's got everything you need, all the social media right there, thesportsfix.net. And hey, welcome into each and every one of you, thousands of you listening around the world 24/7 on digital delay, including those of you listening on iHeartRadio, the world's largest internet radio provider. Those of you listening on TuneIn and Spreaker and, of course, SoundCloud and Stitcher. I'm getting there, Bruce. I would definitely buy a car from that man, but he cracked me up in the chat room over there. Lost my train of thought. SoundCloud and Stitcher and CarPlay and all of the download formats as well. I laughed when I saw that story too. Josh Gordon selling cars, baby. And no matter how you're listening to the show, welcome. And the cadence is off. It's all good. Thank you guys for joining us. Usually this is where I say give me a call. Here's the phone number, 216-539-7535, 216-539-7535. But as I said, phones not going to be open here because we've got to hit it. I've got less than 5 minutes here before we're going to get out of this first segment, get Kendall Lewis fired up on the show, but we will open up the phone lines in the second hour for you guys after BJ Rudell joins us. It's going to be later in the show. I see the phones ringing, guys. It's going to be later in the show, I promise you, but that's the way Thursdays are going to fall here. But hey, like I said, I got a meeting here going down that it really is going to help perhaps expand all of this. So I look forward to perhaps tomorrow having some interesting news to announce to you guys. Very, very excited. Don't want to put the cart before the horse. Let's see what happens tonight, but a very interesting meeting scheduled. So 216-539-7535. When the lines are open is how to call, but you can get at us now on Facebook and Twitter and email, facebook.com/thesportsfix. Tweet with us at the SportsFixCLE, and you can email us, thesportsfix@AOL.com, live while we're on the air throughout the day, 24 hours a day, always to stay in touch. And as we mentioned at the beginning, not just for listening live, but thesportsfix.net. Anything you need, anything you might want to know, you need to get a hold of us and you forgot how, that's all you need to do. Bookmark it and everything you need right there on thesportsfix.net. All right, just with these couple of minutes before I hit the break, Kendall Lewis coming up. As I said, Mike Brandenberry, BJ Rudell, but I got to go back to the Indians last night. You know what? I gotta, you put it out in the air, Bruce. I gotta do that. The Indians, big win. We're gonna talk about it in depth, at length. But since I've only got 2 minutes here, Josh Gordon, did you guys hear? As Bruce, we were just joking. He dropped it in the chat room there. The story coming out here, really just in the last half an hour or so, as we were getting ready to come on the air, that Josh Gordon, his new profession, at least in the short term here, he is picked up a job with a car dealership group, doing many different things, but primarily the headlines say as a car salesman, and that is one of the things that they say he's going to do for the I believe it's the Sarchione Auto Group in Ohio here, out of Randolph, Ohio, and he's going to work, they say, in all aspects of the cars businesses, including as an on-floor salesman. He'll headline all of their local community efforts and all of that. Hey, public relations-wise, very, very, very smart move by those guys. I mean, whoever was thinking on their feet there, they, take the joke aspect out of it. That's promotion you can't buy, because if I'm talking about it, tons of people are talking about it, and that was a deal that I'm telling you, whoever did that should have sealed up a job with that company for life, because it was genius, because Josh Gordon, all in the news, and all the talk about, what's he going to do in the meantime? Bam, these guys jump on it. Yes, it does provide him with an income and a structure, but more than that for them, what a public relations boost. I mean, they're going to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of vehicles because people like us are talking about this very story right here. So, I mean, kudos. My hat goes off to whoever it was that was sitting around and said, hey, just for the hell of it, well, I got this card here. I know this lawyer who knows these guys that work with Josh Gordon. Let's make him a job offer. I mean, what's the worst thing he's going to say? If he says yes, and boom. It's like those companies that do I just saw it last week with Texas A&M, where they say, come in and buy furniture this week. And if the score is such and such, or if this happens, or whatever it is, then we'll give you whatever you bought this week for free. And they go buy insurance on it, where they usually only have to cover about 10 or 15% out of their pocket. And I saw that with Texas A&M. They gave away over $1 million worth of furniture for that big victory that they had there with Kenny Hill. By the way, he broke Manziel's record. Do you guys know, and totally off the beaten path, do you know that's the son of the former Indians pitcher, Ken Hill, the one who came down the stretch drive there and really was key in that playoff run there for the Indians? Kenny Hill is, I didn't know that. I never put two and two together. I saw it somewhere. I said, oh man, that's Ken Hill's kid. But anyways, a furniture store down there did something similar to that with the point spread on that victory, and they lost. So they ended up having to give $1 million. I don't remember what the point was, but it was $1 million point something they had to give away, and $1.5 million or something like that. And the guy's insurance, he has to pay like 10%, so he's got to pay like $150K out of his pocket. But the publicity that he got made it way worth it. But I see these guys in the chat room. You get what I'm saying. Just the fact of fans alone coming to meet Josh Gordon, coming to say, hey, I went to Josh Gordon's auto job, I went to his place, whatever. Like, man, business is booming for the Sarchione Auto Group in Randolph, Ohio, man. I'm saying kudos. Whoever it was that said, hey, well, what do we got to lose? Let's try this. You had a good idea, but we'll see. But yeah, that story is blowing up across the wires as we speak. And hey, but the headline, he's actually much more of a PR piece and going to do more of that. They did mention that he's going to do some car sales. So, of course, the headline that ESPN runs with, Josh Gordon gets job as car salesman, and so whatever. But hey, that's very smart, and they are going to make they're going to make buku bucks off of those used cars, new and used. They got them. And somebody is just dying to make a dude, where's my car joke out of that somewhere. So I'll let you guys do it. I'm going to take a break. When we come back 2 minutes from now, Kendall Lewis, the BSK, joins us. We'll pick things up. Hell, I'll ask him if he'll buy a used car off of Josh Gordon. I'd buy a used car off of Josh Gordon. What the hell, man? He didn't build the car, man. But Kendall Lewis, let's talk Browns and NFL. We'll get his predictions, a season preview on the Browns as we are on the beginning kickoff day of the NFL season. Kendall Lewis joins us. Mike Brandenberry from DidTheTribeWinLastNight.com and BJ Rudell bringing you some fantasy football for winners. It's all coming next. Don't go anywhere. Tell somebody else to tune in. The Sports Fix launches, lifts off, coming up next with Kendall Lewis.
I met you, I'll break 1,000 more, baby, before I am through. I want to be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone, bad to the bone.
The Sports Fix, the show that asks the question,
what you talking about, Lou? What you talking about, Lou? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Lou? What you talking about? What you talking about, Lou? What you talking about? What you talking about, Lou?
We'll be right back.
Hey, Sports Fix fans, I'm Fred McLeod, TV voice for the Cavaliers. When I'm not busy taking elbows from my buddy Austin Carr, I'm tuning in to see what the guys are saying.
Come on, Cavs.
I'm Pro Football Hall of Famer Paul Warfield. There's just one place where students are students first and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports help young people become confident leaders and role models and use the skills developed today to do even bigger things in life tomorrow. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Football season is party season at Harry Buffalo North Olmsted. Everyone wins at Harry Buffalo. Every Saturday is Coors Light College Football Saturday with $6 pitchers, 4 bottles for $10, and the Buckeyes in full HD. Football season is